Hello students, welcome back to Future Foundation. Students, in last class of vectors, we started cross product and we have seen its properties and discussed some questions. Now in today's class, we will do some more questions based on cross product. So let's start the class. Question is, if A vector, B vector and C vector are three non-collinear vectors such that A cross B is equal to C vector, C cross A is equal to B vector, A cross B is equal to C vector. Then mod of A vector plus B vector plus C vector is equal to question mark. So in given question, we are asked the magnitude of A plus B plus C. Students, what is given to us? A cross B is equal to C, C cross A is equal to B, and A cross B is equal to C. In last class, we have seen that if A cross B is equal to C, C cross A is equal to B, and A cross B is equal to C, then we know A dot B is equal to 0 and B dot C is equal to 0 and C dot A is equal to 0. We can say A vector, B vector and C vector are mutually perpendicular vectors, right? And also magnitude of each vector is unity. So we know this thing in advance. Now for this mod, what we have to do first? We have to take square. Okay, like in other questions, uh, if we have to find the magnitude or we have to find the mod of a given vector, then what we do? We take mod first. Sorry, we take square first. So let us proceed. So mod of A plus B plus C whole square is nothing but mod of A square plus mod of B square plus mod of C square plus 2A dot B plus 2B dot C plus 2C dot A, right? So as we know, the magnitude of each vector is 1. So 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square. And as A vector, B vector and C vector are mutually perpendicular vectors, then this will be 0, right? So plus 0. So this is 3 mod of A plus B plus C whole square is 3. So what we get? We get mod of A plus B plus C is equal to root 3, right? Or root 3 units. So this is our final answer. Now let us move to next question. Question is, if A cross P is equal to C cross T and A cross C is equal to B cross T, find A minus T cross B minus C. Okay, so what is given to us? A cross B is equal to C cross D, and A cross C is equal to B cross D. And what we need? We need to find A minus D cross B minus C. Okay, so if I want to make the picture like this one, so I think I should subtract these two, right? So if I subtract these two, what will I get? A cross B minus C is equal to C minus B cross D. Okay, and if uh, if I see both sides, then I want in RHS B minus C, because in LHS there is already B minus C. So want if I want to make B minus C, then I have to take minus sign common. So this will become minus of B minus C cross D. Okay, right? And also if I transpose RHS quantity to LHS, then this will become like this. Okay, in RHS there is 0, and if I see B minus C and B minus C in both terms, but if I want to take B minus C as common, then I have to change the order of second term, because in cross product we cannot take B minus C common in this situation, right? So if I write, or if I write D vector in first and then B minus C, then minus sign will come out. Okay, and it is in RHS 0. Now I can take B minus C common, so this will become A minus D cross B minus C is equal to 0. And what I needed, this thing only, what I had to find, A minus D cross B minus C, and it is 0. Okay, further, what conclusion I can make? I can say A minus D vector is parallel to B minus C vector, right? Because cross product is 0. Cross product of two vectors can be 0 only if either one of them at least is 0, or angle between those two vectors is 0 degree or 180 degree. Then only cross product can be 0, right? Okay, now let us move to next question. Next question is, let A vector B vector and C vector D vector represent two planes P1 and P2, and A cross B cross C cross D is equal to 0. Find angle between P1 and P2, right? So what is given in question? It is given that A vector B vector is representing a plane P1 and C vector D vector is also representing another plane, say P2, and also A cross B cross C cross D is equal to 0, right? And what we are asked to find the angle between P1 and P2. Okay, as we know, two vectors always represent a plane, right? Because any two vectors are always coplanar vectors, right? It is not possible that two vectors can lie in different plane. Always two vectors represent a plane, right? So let us say this is plane P1 in which A vector and B vector are lying, and say this is plane P2 in which C vector and D vector are lying. So uh, what is given? It is given that A cross B cross C cross D is equal to 0. So A cross B represents what? A cross B is nothing but a vector perpendicular to A vector and B vector, right? Or you can say A cross B is a vector perpendicular to the plane P1, right? So this is nothing but A cross B, you can say, right? Similarly, C cross D is a vector perpendicular to plane P2, right? As it is given that A cross B cross C cross D is equal to 0 implies A cross B cross C cross D is equal to 0 implies A vector cross B vector is parallel to C cross D. Okay, because it is if because we cannot say here that A vector cross B vector or C cross D vector is a null vector, right? So we can say angle between P1 and P2 is 0 degree, or you can say 180 degree, right? Because A cross B is parallel to C cross D implies P1 is parallel to P2. Okay, so question has been solved. Now let's come to next question. Question is, if OA vector is equal to A vector, OB vector is equal to tan A vector plus 2B vector, and OC vector is equal to B vector, where O, A and C are three non-collinear points, right? Now if P is representing area of quadrilateral OABC and Q is representing area of parallelogram having adjacent sides, OA and OC, find P by Q. Okay, so we need to find P by Q, where P is area of quadrilateral OABC and Q is area of parallelogram having adjacent sides OA and OC. So let us draw picture first. Say these two sides are the adjacent sides of a parallelogram OAC, right? And quadrilateral OABC is also involved. So first of all, complete this parallelogram. Yeah, this is parallelogram. And one point is B, say here, and quadrilateral OA BC is completed. Okay, now we know the area of quadrilateral is what, half of cross product of diagonals. So diagonal is involved in case of area of quadrilateral. So let us draw this diagonal OB, right? Now OA is given as E vector, OB is tan A plus 2B vector, tan A plus 2B vector, right? This is OB vector, and OC is P vector. This is P vector. Now for area, write Q, not Q first, write P first. P is area of quadrilateral OABC, or you can say area of triangle OAB plus area of triangle OBC, right? So we know area of triangle OAB is half mod of A cross tan E plus 2B, as area of triangle OAB is nothing but half OA cross OB. So write in this manner first, half OA cross OB, and we want simply area, so we will take mod. Similarly, area of triangle OBC is half mod of OB vector plus cross OC vector, right? So half is common. OA cross OB is A cross tan A plus 2B, right? Plus OB cross OC tan A plus 2B cross B. Okay. Now simplify this. 10 times A cross A plus 2 times A cross B plus 10 times A cross B plus 2 times B cross B. Okay, and also this is in mod. Okay, this is in mod. Now A cross A is 0. Similarly, B cross B is also 0. So this is 2A cross B plus 10A cross B. This is nothing but mod of 12A cross B. As 12 is a scalar, so we can take 12 common, or this can be written as like this. So P is nothing but 6 times mod of A cross P, right? And Q is area of parallelogram having adjacent sides A and B, or OA and OC. So this can be directly written as mod of A cross P. So P by Q is 6 mod of A cross P by mod of A cross P. So P by Q is nothing but 6. This is final answer. Now let us move to next question. Question is, let E vector is equal to I plus 2j, P vector is equal to 3i minus 5k, and R cross A is equal to A cross P, R cross P is equal to P cross A. Find a unit vector. Find a unit vector of R vector. So students, what we need to find in given question, we need to find R cap, right? So we need to find R cap. Now what is given? R cross A is equal to A cross B, and R cross B is equal to P cross A. So A cross B, P cross A. So if I change the order in P cross A, we will get minus of A cross B. So directly I can write R cross A is equal to minus of R cross B, right? Okay students, what is given in the question? According to question, we can write this thing. So R cross A plus R cross B is equal to 0, or R cross A plus P is equal to 0, right? Or I can say R vector is parallel to A plus P. Okay, and again I can say R vector is equal to lambda times A plus B, right? So R cap is nothing but lambda times, because we know R cap is nothing but R vector upon modulus of R vector, right? So lambda times A plus B upon lambda times mod of A plus B, right? So lambda cancel, A plus B, because we know A and we know B, also. So A plus B is nothing but 4i 4i cap plus 2j cap minus 5k cap upon root over 4 square plus 2 square plus 5 square, right? Or I can say r cap is 4i cap plus 2j cap minus 5k cap upon root over 45. This is final answer. Okay, let us move to next question. Question is, if u cross p is equal to a cross p and u dot c is equal to 0, find u vector. So u cross b is equal to a cross b and u dot c is equal to 0. Now if u dot c is equal to 0 means u is perpendicular to c, right? And u cross p is equal to e cross p. Okay, write what is given. U cross p is equal to a cross p, or u cross p minus e cross p is equal to 0, or u minus a cross p is equal to 0, implies u vector minus a vector is parallel to b vector, because cross product is 0 and u minus a and b vector are not 0. So I can write u vector minus a vector is equal to lambda times b vector, or u vector is equal to a vector plus lambda times b vector, right? Now if we find two if we find u vector, then we have to determine lambda also, right? Also u vector dot c vector is equal to 0. Okay, so u vector is a vector plus lambda times b vector dot c vector is equal to 0, means a dot c plus lambda times b dot c is equal to 0, or I can say lambda is equal to minus of a dot c on b dot c, right? So if I place lambda here, then what will I get? I will get u completely. U is equal to a vector minus of a dot c by b dot c times b vector. Okay, now this is required u vector. Now let us move to next question. Question is, if u vector is equal to I plus j, comma v vector is equal to I minus j, comma w vector is equal to I plus 3j plus 5k, and u dot n cap is equal to v dot n cap is equal to 0, find w dot n cap, right? So students, we need to find w dot n cap. Now, what is n cap? N cap is a vector or a unit vector perpendicular to u and v, because u dot n is 0 and v dot n is also 0. Okay, and we know u vector and v vector are coplanar vectors. So from here we can say n cap is perpendicular to u, and from here we can say n is perpendicular to b. So I can write n cap is a unit vector perpendicular to the plane of u vector and v vector, right? Okay, so u n cap is in the direction of u cross v. So n cap is nothing but plus minus u cross v on modulus of u cross v. I hope you understood why I have written this. Okay, now we can find u cross v also using determinant. So u cross v is determinant of I, j, k. U is I plus j, so second row is 1, 1, 0. And v is I minus j, so third row is 1, 1 minus 1, 0. Determinant is closed. Because if a vector is a1 I cap plus a2 j cap plus a3 k cap, and b vector is a2 I cap plus b1 I cap plus b2 j cap plus b3 k cap. So a cross b is nothing but determinant of I, j, k, a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3, right? So from that concept I have written this. Now expand determinant. I cap times 0 plus 0 minus j cap times 0 minus 0 plus k cap times minus 1 minus 1. So this is minus 2 k cap, right? So n cap is plus minus 2 k cap upon mod of minus 2 k cap. Mod of minus 2 k cap is 2. So n cap is plus minus 2 k cap on 2, or we can write n cap is equal to minus plus k cap. Okay. Now we have to find w dot n cap, and w cap is also given. So w dot n cap will become I plus 3j plus 5k dot minus plus k cap, right? So I dot k0, j dot k0, so this will become minus plus 5 times k dot k, which is 1. So you can say w dot n cap is plus minus 5. This is final answer. So students, this was all about today's class or today's lecture. So let's meet in next class. Till then, bye bye, take care.